Chapter 5, page 115 to 117, you're going to find Constructivism, still student-centered. Constructivism is an education philosophy that emphasizes developing personal meaning through hands-on activity-based teaching and learning. Hands-on. The APA contends that students are active learners who should be given opportunities to construct their own frames of thought. Yes, the teacher would provide the material, but then the students would actually construct their own thought process of what does this mean to them and how are they going to do this and those kinds of things. Teachers need to spend time creating these learning situations rather than lecturing. So not so much the teacher talking, but I would be building activities to provide hands-on activity for the students. Constructivist educators consider true learning to be the active framing of personal meaning by the learner rather than the framing of someone else's meaning by the teacher. Like I would no longer tell you what you need to know, but you would be determining what you need to know and how are you going to use this. Constructivist theorists encourage the development of critical thinking and the understanding of big ideas rather than the mastery of factual information. So that theoretical side comes out a little bit because it allows the students to develop that critical thinking. And it's not just here's this is black and this is white. Now you say this is black and this is white. It's not that kind of thing. Why is it black? Why is it white? And we would investigate it more as a student. They contend that students who have a sound understanding of important principles that were developed through their own critical thinking will be better prepared for the complex technological world. That's what I'm banking on right now, is because if I can get you to where you can critically think through processes and come up with solutions on your own, then I have done my job, because there's nothing I can give you that you would not be able to make work by having these basic thinking skills. That's the philosophy. Problem-based learning is a radical approach in that it changes educators to focus curriculum on student interest and current societal problems and concerns rather than on disciplinary content coverage. So it wouldn't just be math in a math book, but it would actually be that PBL project where there may be something we're trying to come up with a solution to a problem in our communities. Constructivism focuses on the personalized way a learner internalizes, shapes, and transforms information. Learning occurs through the construction of new personalized understanding that results from the emergence of new cognitive structures. And those are being created by giving that hands-on to the students, that hands-on learning. Teachers and parents can invite such transformed understandings, but neither can mandate them. So I can encourage them, I can lead them, but it's still the student's choice, because once again, we are the student-centered. According to constructivist principles, education should invite students to experience the world's richness and empower them to ask their own questions and seek their own answers. You've heard me use the quote, "The one that does the work does the learning." If I do all the investigating, I do all the trying to find, then I've done all the learning. In essence, yes, I've given you a few factual pieces that you may have to memorize, but for the most part, I've done it. The constructivist teacher proposes situations that encourage students to think rather than leading students toward a particular answer. The constructivist teacher allows students to develop their own ideas and chart their own pathways. They will determine how they're going to find the answer, how they're going to get to the end result. Because each of us we're unique in the way we learn. We all don't learn the same. Some of us will bring experiences from the past that puts us a little bit ahead. Others will have maybe some misunderstandings from the past that will maybe hinder them in the learning process. So this gives the students more of an opportunity to develop their own ideas and then somehow journal. What did they find? What did they use? What was the conclusion? I bet you can guess what I think about this one.